You know that feeling when an empty hallway suddenly feels wrong? That's not just your imagination. Turns out, your brain lights up like you're in a nightmare even if you know it's just a photo. And by the end, I'll reveal how viral creators use the same trick to hijack your attention on purpose. Backrooms videos are exploding, over 1.5 billion TikTok views this year alone. Even A24 is making a movie about them. But here's the twist, this isn't just a meme. These images hijack your instincts, triggering real anxiety and weird nostalgia at the same time. If you're new here, subscribe. I break down the brain science behind every viral trend, every week. So why do these spaces go viral now? Because creators have cracked the code to weaponize your deepest wiring, and it's only getting more intense. Ever felt uneasy staring at an old photo of a dead mall or a flickering office at night? That's liminal space anxiety. Your brain can't decide if you're safe or in danger. Most people just scroll past, but here's what you miss: repeated exposure makes these feelings stick. Studies show that the more you see these images, the harder it is to shake the sense of dread even in real life. Think about the last time an image got stuck in your head and popped up later when you least wanted it. Shock stat: up to 30% of people report real physical tension or goosebumps from liminal visuals, even hours later. Most people think backrooms and liminal spaces are scary because of what might be hiding in the dark. And that's exactly why they miss the real danger. The fear isn't about monsters, it's about uncertainty itself. In one experiment, people shown empty, endless rooms with no threat rated them more disturbing than images with actual danger. What looked like just empty space was actually a psychological trap. Pattern interrupt: most viral horror skips the monster entirely, relying on your own imagination to fill in the blank. Here's the twist: the backrooms hack a primal circuit in your brain called the pattern completion system. When you see a space that almost makes sense, but not quite, your brain works overtime to fill in the gaps. That's why liminal images feel so familiar and so wrong at the same time. In fact, a 2023 study found these images trigger both nostalgia and anxiety centers at once. The hidden lever? Subtle cues: off-angle doors, unnatural lighting, impossible geometry. Once you see what's off, you can't unsee it. But it gets deeper. By the end, you'll know how creators push this to viral levels. Let's go receipts. In 2023, Stanford researchers scanned brains while subjects viewed backroom-style images. Result: activity in both the amygdala, fear, and hippocampus, memory, spiked at the same time. Timeline: backrooms memes go viral in 2019, but liminal horror dates back to classic video games and 1990s ghost photos. Even art history is packed with these empty, in-between spaces. Here's the part most videos skip: content creators deliberately use these psychological triggers, lighting, symmetry, and even VHS grain, to keep you glued. Each escalation in visual weirdness equals more emotional response, more shares, more comments. Imagine your brain as a security system. When a space looks almost normal but breaks the rules: wrong lighting, endless hallways, impossible angles, your brain's pattern detectors go haywire. It's like a smoke alarm that can't decide if there's a fire. Here's how it plays out. Step 1: you notice something's off. Step 2: your mind races to make sense of it. Step 3: you feel both drawn in and pushed away, curiosity and fear at war. That's why backrooms videos can be addictive and unsettling at the same time. Real-world story: one creator found that adding just 10% more visual wrongness in a scene doubled watch time and comments. Here's where it goes wrong: most people binge-watch backrooms horror late at night, thinking it's just harmless fun. The mistake? Overexposure. Too much triggers real-life anxiety, disrupted sleep, and even makes normal spaces feel creepy. Example: a creator who filmed in vacant buildings started feeling dread in everyday parking garages, proof that the line between content and real life gets blurry. Before you fall into the same trap, you need to see what actually works. Here's how to hack the backrooms effect for good. 1. Limit late-night binges. Set a cutoff before bed. 2. After exposure, step into a real, well-lit space, let your senses reset. 3. If you're a creator, add just one subtle wrong element, not 10, let viewers fill in the blanks. 4. Use nostalgia, pair the uncanny with something familiar to keep curiosity higher than fear. If you try these, you'll feel less anxious and actually enjoy the weirdness. Bonus, these steps also work to make any content more addictive without the side effects. So here's what happens: people who try these steps report less anxiety and even more fun watching liminal horror. I tested it myself. After a week of controlling my exposure, old office spaces felt normal again. If you learned even one new thing, hit like, it helps more people see this. Now, real talk, do Backrooms visuals creep you out, or do you love the rush? Drop your answer below and I'll feature the best stories in next week's episode. Why viral nostalgia works on Gen Z. Subscribe if you want the science behind every trend, no fluff, just real proof every week.